Hey folks, another hot day, another tour. I'm only going to show part of this one, and I'm experimenting with the image stabilization. I'm going to try something a little different this time, because normally I speed up the video and then I add the image stabilization to it, and basically it's still going through it at the same speed it would be if it was played at regular speed. So I'm going to speed up the video to where it needs to be first, and then I'm going to render that particular clip, and then I'm going to bring it back in, so even though it's sped up, it'll be just a regular 30 frames per second or whatever. And then I'm going to add the stabilization to it and see if that helps, because I've tried so many different things and nothing seems to want to work. So I'm going to try that and see what happens. I guess that was a bust. It didn't look any different than it was before. So I guess in a way that's a good thing, because that was a lot more work. So after I left here, down the highway, got to the construction zone, and because they're still paving, they've got it blocked off. So I can't go through the parking lot. And unfortunately, it puts me into a situation that I'm really not comfortable with. And that's why I've been going through the construction zone, because I've been avoiding going through that intersection. So beforehand, when they were still doing the work there, I was able to go around the outside off the road on the grassed area. But that's not an option anymore, because they put that huge curb in there that I can't go over. So I have no choice. I have to cross over the intersection. And like I say, I'm really not comfortable with that. And you'll see exactly why. Alright, actually 2 days I had to do this. I come through here yesterday as well, and it didn't go as smoothly either. The first issue I have, in order to cross the intersection, I have to be off the curb, which means I have to be right on the driving surface. And if somebody's turning right, like there was yesterday, they're not looking to the right to see where they're going, they're looking to the left to see if any vehicles are coming. So if they pull out and I'm right there, you know, the possibility of getting hit is so strong. And that's my main concern with it. So I'll show you equally as uncomfortable day 3, and I decided after this I'm not coming through here anymore. So I gave a couple days, didn't bother coming down the highway, give them a chance to get everything finished so I could go through there again and not have to worry about this intersection. It's not something I want to subject myself to again. I've got these videos of the Ornge helicopter medical airlift machine at the Hanover Hospital. They got a helipad right there, and I've got videos of it coming in and leaving. And I know it's been here a few times in Wingham, but I've been all around the hospital and I don't see a helipad anywhere. So I've been wondering where it is that they actually land here. Well, unfortunately, I got my answer to that today. It's the second MVC required an airlift. And I was actually kind of surprised to see where it came in. So I'm going to play this call now, but instead of just showing you a map, I'm just going to kind of show you a bit of my tour.
Attention North Huron Blythe Fire. Attention North Huron Blythe Fire. Please respond at the intersection of Blythe Road at London Road. Again, Blythe Road at London Road. Responder for a motorcyclist hit by a vehicle. 70s male ejected 20 feet with a head injury. Time of second page is 16:31, 31st July 2020.
Fire dispatch, North Huron, car 3.
Car 3, go ahead.
Car 3 acknowledges the page out for Blythe Station to the intersection of London Road and Blythe Road for an MVC for a motorcycle versus a vehicle. And as well, dispatch, you can show EMS are arriving scene.
Roger that. Car 3, acknowledge page. EMS arriving scene 1632.
Dispatch, car 2 responding.
Roger that. Car 2 responding.
Car 3, hotel. Go ahead, hotel, car 3. Did you want all 3 trucks there? Hang on, rest. Fire dispatch, North Huron, tank 9.
Tank 9, go ahead.
You can show tank 9 responding to County Road 25 and Highway 4. 3 firefighters belted.
Roger that. Tank 9 responding. Sure belted.
Fire dispatch, car 3.
Car 3, go ahead.
Car 3 is arriving in a personal vehicle. We do have Fire dispatch, Rescue 7.
Cool. I couldn't copy the rest of your transmission.
Car 3 is on scene. We have OPD and EMS are on scene.
Roger that. OPP and EMS on scene 1635.
Tank 9 9, just jackknife here across behind this cruiser. Fire dispatch, show North Deer Site 9 on scene.
Roger that, Tank 9 on scene, 1636.
Fire dispatch, car 3 will be command and mobile.
Roger that, car 3 in command, 1637.
Fire dispatch, Tank 8.
Tank 8, go ahead.
Tank 8 responding, Hotel plus 1 Delta. MS supervisor on scene, as well as 2 more OPP units.
Roger that, Tank 8 on scene, Hotel plus 1 EMS supervisor on scene, as well as 2 more BP at 1639.
Tank 8 command. Tank 8, go. Shut that road down at Washington Home Hardware for me for right now, so there's no more cars coming over the hill. Can you repeat that, command? Shut that road down at Watson's there. Roger that. Command Tank 8, do you need manpower down there? Negative. Command Hotel. Go ahead, command. Hotel, you walk down here, please, and leave the other firefighter with Tank 8. Roger that. Fire dispatch north here in command.
Go ahead, command. Command, you can go ahead for fire dispatch.
Dispatch, you can show patient loaded in ambulance number 1, and as well you can show ambulance number 2 arriving scene.
Roger, command, I copied. Patient loaded in the first ambulance, second ambulance arriving scene at 1643.
Fire dispatch, you can show car 2 arriving scene.
Roger, car 2 on scene, 1643.
Fire dispatch north here in command.
Go ahead, command.
Ambulance number 1 has left the scene en route to Wingham to meet the air ambulance. Ambulance number 2 is still on scene assessing the second patient.
Roger that, ambulance number 1 en route to Wingham to meet air ambulance. Ambulance number 2 on scene to assess second patient, 1653.
So where I'm sitting here is a perfect place to watch the ambulance come into town, because when I go out the highway here, the first turn is the hill that's under construction, and that's the street that the hospital's on. So there is another possibility it can come straight into town, but I'm assuming they won't go that route because they'll encounter a lot more traffic. So I'm expecting the ambulance to go by, and I start hearing a siren. And you won't see it on screen because it's outside the frame, but the ambulance actually has a police escort, and it blocks the traffic in the intersection, lets the ambulance through unscathed. So when they go by, the ambulance will be ahead of the police car. I can't see the intersection, but I'm assuming they turn there. So I'm done my break, done sitting here. So I start heading home, and here comes the chopper overhead, and I'm watching. I think, okay, wait a minute, he's not heading towards the hospital. Where is he going? So I turned around and watched, and well, a helicopter's landing at the airport. So apparently when the Ornge chopper comes in, the ambulance will meet them at the airport. Lots of open area there. So got my answer to where the Ornge lands. And unfortunately, like I said, it wasn't the right circumstances that I wanted to find that out. I got one more thing for this video. I got my weed whacker today. I picked up my wacky whacker today. I like it. It's pretty nice. Got the battery on the charger right now. The battery's actually pretty small, so I don't know how long it's gonna last. Light's flashing green. I don't know if that means it's fully charged, but I'm gonna let it charge overnight anyways. But it's nice and light. I like it. A lot of plastic on it. It's telescopic, so I just twist this and it extends outward. And it's got the guard from getting too close to stuff, which is kind of cool. Two things I like about it is it came with string, and I opened it up. There's lots in there. And the string size is 0.065, which is nice because the old wacky whacker that I had to buy the spool for, I still got the package, I checked it, it's the same size. So all that string that I bought for that one that I just really can't use anymore will fit on this. So when this runs out of string, I've got some backup. So still the same price, 167. With tax it was like 188. So that's kind of cool. And it's got auto feed on it. I think they all do now. The old one's supposed to, but it never worked. I had to pull the string out manually. So I have to do some experimenting. It's got 2 speeds, high and low. So I don't know what the difference would make. I'd probably use it on high speed all the time anyways. Maybe it'll wear the battery down quicker. I don't know, but it should be anyway. It's Craftsman, so it's a good name. And I don't have a problem with Craftsman. I don't know what that's for. Maybe it's for hanging? I don't know. I will have to check the manual to see what that says. I thought maybe it might be a lock for the battery. It just kind of clips on, but the battery comes from this direction, so the lock would be on the other side. So that might just be for hanging. I don't know. I will check the manual out when I go inside. I can't see much of anything right now, so so I put my glasses on. Actually pretty thick. So I'll take that in with me when I go in and have a look-see through it and see what it says. So normally when you get something that's rechargeable, you need to charge the batteries overnight first anyway. So the light's flashing green. I'm assuming that means it's full, but I'm going to charge it anyways. Nice and hot today till the sun went behind the clouds, and there's a couple times I was actually sort of kind of shivering a little bit. It's pretty breezy today, which was nice. But the sun, when the sun comes out, it just burns. It's very, very, very powerful. Yeah, tangling myself in the cord here. I keep hearing this phrase repeated over and over, grand solar minimum. I don't know what that's really supposed to mean, but I don't know. The sun's been really powerful this year. Every time I go out I feel like I'm burning. You know, it's very, even, I don't know if it was, no, it wasn't yesterday. I think it was the day before yesterday. It was like 6:45, so like the sun's on its way down, and it was really powerful. I got a pretty good tan going, so yeah. So I'm taking advantage of every day I possibly can this summer. I love it. I love the temperature, and I don't want to miss a day of it. There was a couple years, I think, before we moved here. I don't know if it was 2016 or 2017, but it was a fairly hot summer, and I slept through a lot of it. I went out and enjoyed the evenings, but in the hot afternoons I was sleeping. I don't want to do that this year. I used to actually do that a lot. I'd go out and I'd enjoy the mornings, and then I'd sleep in the afternoon, and I'd go out and enjoy the evenings again. But no, if it's going to be hot like this, I want to be out. So that's kind of why I haven't been making a whole lot of videos lately. I just haven't had time. As I go out, I've been doing extended tours, staying out as long as I can, and it didn't leave me a lot of time for anything else. But that's the way it is, I guess. I gotta sacrifice one thing to do something else, so enjoyment is my goal this summer. I can catch up later, I guess. I don't know. So hopefully this will work for me alright. If I have to do the backyard one day and then do the front yard the next day, that'll work for me. I don't care. I don't have to do the whole yard all at once. Go away. So took me a while, but I finally got it.